Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to a brand new channel called Baku Brawlers East. I'm your host, Reek. Call me that for short if you like. But today I got a deck profile for you. So this deck profile is a deck that I use in a video brawling tournament that a couple of guys and I did on Facebook this previous Monday, and I got first place. So I figured I would just talk about the deck itself, kind of break it down for you, and just give you some more content you can watch while you guys are at home quarantined. So yeah. So as you can see, it's Pyrus Darkest Aurelius. I got the Dragonoid Ultra from AA, Enoch Ultra from AA, and the Nilius Ultra from AA as well. The main star of the deck is the Nilius. Honestly, he's just his Evo, which I'm going to show you in one moment, is just amazing, honestly. So, yeah, really fast, the cores that I use for the actual team. So for the Magic Shield, I play two 650 cores. Just the best Magic Shield you can play, honestly. The Green Fist, I play, if there's a better one, let me know. Just drop a comment if you like. But I play a plus 50B, plus 1 damage, and minus 2 for gear reduction. That's two of them, two copies of that. And then for the Orange Shield, I play a plus 200, minus 2 for a gear. I know some people play the plus 300, minus 1. But I just prefer this a lot more, honestly. It just works better for me when I'm just getting off plays with the Nilius and trying to get those Baku gears quickly out as possible. And for the Fire Fist, I play a plus 5 damage, minus 1 for a gear. Let me see that focus a little more. Yeah, plus 5 damage, minus 1 for a gear. I'm thinking about actually changing that to the, I think it's plus 200B, plus 3 damage, minus 2 for a gear. I mean, it comes pretty clutch with minus Tedious and Mac plays, but I think I would just probably like the plus 200B, plus 3, minus 2 for the gear, like I said. So that's it for the gears, the cores rather. I'm gonna put these to the side for a sec. Alright, so the actual deck itself, let's get into that. So, like I said a moment ago, the start of the deck is, bam, right here. Hyper Nilius Ultra from AA. This Evo is just amazing, honestly. Like I said, the start of the deck, it's really good, real fast. I mean, you can read, but it says, while this has a Baku gear equipped to it, it's plus 700B and plus 7 damage. Yeah, so with those gear reductions, it's easy to just get the gears attached to him, and then he gets that super big buff, and then yeah, from there he's just a powerhouse, and it's fairly easy to get out, you know, with the right hand, of course. But yeah, it's the powerhouse of the deck. It's the start of the deck. All right, so for the Pyrus portion, I have 2 quickfire. I could play 3, I guess, but I'm comfortable playing 2. For the most part, I think the deck I'm really comfortable with playing it at the ratios I have them at, except for like 4 cards that I'm kind of like working at the kings for. But besides that, these 2 quickfire, I mean, simple enough. Burn for 1, reroll. You know, it's good for if I miss. It's cheeky late game and the opponent has no deck left. Burn for 1, that's game. You know, it's cute to abuse Dan with, I guess, sometimes as well. Alright, next up, 3 Super Fuel, the best reroll in the game in my opinion. I think, well, that's probably fact, actually. Just, it's amazing. You know, reroll, next card you open on costs 3 less. It just works really good with the gears. Just getting them out easier. There's a cute play on turn 1 that I'll talk about actually in one moment. And actually, I'll talk about it now because the next card that I'm going to show you is Fire Launcher. Another really good, it's pretty good actually, Baku gear that I play in the deck. I play it 3 copies. I wanted to honestly drop it to 2, but the play that I like doing with it is it's just best to play it at 3 so I can open it most effectively on turn 1. So the play can either be done, it's done with Super Fuel, the Fire Launcher, and then the Evo itself. So turn 1, you open, you reroll with Super Fuel. You open on, you want to try and aim for a gear reduction. So you open the gear reduction, and the next card you play costs 3 less. But then also with that gear reduction of 2 that you pick up, this card becomes free, and you play that on the Nelius, right? The base form Nelius. So you have that equipped to it, and then what Fire Launcher does is it gives you 4 energy for the turn. So with that 4 energy, you play the Nelius Evo, and then boom, like he's at that giant buff that he gets from having a gear attached to him, and he's hitting that what is like 1800, I guess, not even counting the core that you pick up. If it's the plus 50B core, he's at 1850, and it's pretty strong, unless someone has something up their sleeve that kind of top that. This thing's hitting for that 11 plus the 1 damage from the core for 12 damage. It's pretty solid. I did another nasty play where on turn 2 I did something kind of similar, but I believe it was, instead of actually the fire launcher, it was at super fuel. I had 2 energy, of course, but I had super fuel, and I had magma blaster. So I re-rolled, I opened on the gear reduction, and Nilius, his tail is so freaking strong, it's honestly ridiculous. He can pick up a core at the back of the tail, and then in the front of it. So I was able to pick up 2 cores at like a gear reduction of like 3 or 4, whatever it was. But I played the Magma Blaster for free, and then with the 3 cost that I had from the 3 free off the super fuel, I just dropped the Evo. Like I said, he was hitting that 11 damage, or counting the cores, whatever that is, 11 times 2, because Magma Blaster it gives you double strikes. So like if they can't stop that, you're pumping out like a lot of damage. Just like that. But yeah. So where was I was talking about the fire launcher? Okay, get back on track. So super fuel's gone. Fire launcher, yeah, 3 copies of fire launcher, cool. Next up, like I said a moment ago, Magma Blaster. It's so funny because I honestly used to clown this card, like, oh, this card really ain't that good. Like, it's just, I have a friend, he knows who he is. He like worships his card like up and down, like it's like it's just like it's amazing. And I was kind of like, man, you don't know what you're talking about. But honestly, in this deck with Nilius equipped with Magma Blaster, it's just ridiculous. It just, like I said, it pumps up more damage. It's just really good. So and it's really cheap too, honestly. Like, it's a 3 cost, so if you pick up a gear reduction, best case scenario, you're paying like only 1 energy for it. I mean, best case scenario, it's free if you pick up 2 with this Nilius, like I said. But the worst case scenario is 1. It's 1 energy. That's really nothing. That can you can afford 1 energy for this. All right, next up is another gear is Rocket Bracers. I play this. Honestly, I mean, it's all right as a gear. The effect is when it's played, makes a pirate's attack for 1. I mean, you could use it kind of like quick fire, like late game. If you're trying to go for a game, they have no deck. I guess you could use it like that if you wanted to. I actually never had the opportunity to do like that, but it's 300B and 3 damage. It's pretty solid, I'd say. It's not too bad. On a gear reduction, it'd be like 2 cost. It's a 4 cost out the gate, but it'd be 2 cost. But yeah, I play it because I want to make sure I play enough gears to make sure I can put it on the Nilius to make sure he has that buff from his Evo. Next up, I play 3 Firewing Blast. This card, I love this card. This card is amazing. I've always wanted to use it, but I guess building this deck gave me the perfect opportunity to use it. So yeah, simply put, it's plus 1 damage, but if you have Fury, it's the last card in your hand, it's plus 15 damage. I've had games where I've played people, and I've had 2 of these in my hand, and they might go, like Midas Indius, and it's like, okay, cool. In that same stack, I'm going to play Firewing Blast. No response, cool. I'm going to play another Firewing Blast. And when it resolves, you have no cards in hand, so you're getting plus 15, plus 30 damage off their own Midas Indius, and it's like, whoa, that's, probably not beating that, 9 times out of 10. You know what I'm saying? So let's say they have some type of, crazy damage buff themselves. They're not getting over that. It's just, It's nasty. Like I said, it's good combo with my Ascendius. You know, I had one game where I played a guy, and it was like my last two. I was down to like maybe 5 cards left in my deck. Um, and I think he had like Aqua Shun on the board. He had like 5 cards in hand, and I honestly thought he had Midas Indies. I mean, excuse me, I thought he had Blind Ink for me, but I went, you know, I was like Midas Indies. I'm like, response, no, cool, Firewing Blast. I think I had like my Enoch on the board. I hit the +5 damage. I think it was. He was already sitting at like 9 damage, but he went from 9 to 10 for Midas Indies, and that +15. What he's at 25, 24, 25. um so yeah. These guys really don't have well, the Drago and the Enoch don't really have strong damage themselves. Enoch's 4 and the Drago is 2. So it kind of helps with that too, you know what I'm saying? It just gets their damage up, so they can win those Mycenius Mac battles. But yeah, that's the gist of that right there. Let's slide these out the way. And I was already kind of talking about it. 3 Mycenius, pretty straightforward. Victor started by damage, +1 damage. It works kind of good when I hit that +5 damage, to kind of get their damage up there, like I said, to kind of win the battles. But their damage really isn't that strong. So I play 3 Mycenius, but I only play, let me see, 1 copy of Mac. Cause the deck really isn't really centered around winning by damage. Once again, they really don't have that strong of damage. The Drago Ultra, he really doesn't. He's 902. The Enoch kind of does. He's, you know, 704. But yeah, just 1 Mac. So for the actual B power buffs of the deck, I play 3 Wildfire. Card's amazing. I love it. If you're playing Pyrus and Aurelus, it's +400B, but Aurelus power. If you have an Aurelus on your team, +800B. My friend broke it down for me a while back. Ty, you know who you are. This card is better than Consort, honestly. Like when we were still, you know, like before like Glaive and whatnot. This card is better than Consort because, you know, when you play Consort, you're paying the same amount of energy, but you pick up any core off the board. Best case scenario, you're picking up that 650 magic shield. You know what I'm saying? So it's better than Consort. Not that you could play Consort in the deck, but should someone play Consort and you play this in response, you know, chances are you're probably gonna be ahead of him by 150. You know, if y'all are already even. But yeah, I love the card. It's one of my favorites, honestly. So I played it at 3. Next up, I played 2 Inferno Wings. I wasn't. This was, I think I mentioned before that there were 4 kinks or 4 spots in the deck that I really wasn't too sure about, and this was actually 2 of them. My friend was telling me to play this at one point in time. Yeah, I was like all over Inferno Wings and Hot Potato. I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. But then someone, like, you know, I think like Brawler Cafe and a couple of people kind of opened my eyes, like it's cute to remove that core, but if they have, you know, a cheaper reroll to play, you know, it's kind of like it did nothing really, you know. So didn't explain it, but it's +300B and remove all Baku cores from your enemy's Bakugan. So in the right situation, any card can be good. And there was a situation too where this card did come clutch. I believe I'll talk about the actual matches in a minute, but I think like in the finals, there was a scenario where I could have used this card a little differently and it would have got me the game a little quicker. But yeah, long story short, it's fairly good. I actually like it. It did better than I thought it would. And that 300B buff is it's nice. So yeah. I got 3 Daniel Kuzo. The boy's pretty good. Dan the man. Simply put, you know, when you open a Bakugan, reveal the top card of your deck, and if it's not a flip card, play for free. It works really good in getting this little guy's Evo out. Like I said, the deck is all about him. Nilius right here, this double core snagging beast. But yeah, it just helps get the Evo out quicker, get the gears out quicker. It's just nice playing cards for free. You know what I'm saying? So it's just good to play those cards for free. And then on top of that as well, the deck kind of empties his hand pretty quickly sometimes. So to have Dan on the board, it just helps late game, so you have cards to play, so you're not just getting smacked up. All right, got a few more cards left. I played one copy of Dark Fortune. I played it at 3 point in time, but it was too much, honestly. I think of playing the one copy Dark Fortune as playing 4 copies of the Nihilus Evo. If I don't open it, I have, one a card to help me get to it quicker. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if I can't draw into the Evo or reveal the Evo off of Dan, at that point, I like to think I would have the Evo by then. But if worst case scenario, if I don't have the Evo somehow, I have Dark Fortune for it. And I didn't explain it, but it's search your deck for an Evo, reveal it to your opponent, and then reshuffle your deck. Next up is the other kink of the deck I was talking about that I wasn't sure what I want to do with. It's C. This is kind of like some cute tech that I just kind of want to play. It's Shadow Strike to your Darkest Bakugan, and then it's if your Bakugan deal 10 or more damage, draw 3 cards. So I thought it'd be kind of cute, if you burn your hand relatively quickly, just kind of like re-up your hand and have more resources to kind of play with and whatnot. It wouldn't really clash too much with Dan, I'd say, but honestly, when I had the card, it just wasn't. I think when I drew into it, I never really played it. If anything, it was just energy fodder. So yeah, I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna work this out. I already know what I'm gonna take out, replace with this. So don't even just disregard that honestly at this point. So last but not least are the flips. So I have 3 Sonic Shield. Let me spell that for you. So it's stop a Bakugan holding a Red Fist or a Green Fist. Red Fist and Green Fist are pretty common, So it's definitely come clutch in stopping damage. That's what flips do. But yeah, Sonic Shield's pretty good. I like it a lot actually. Yeah, Sonic Shield, cool. And then last but not least, I play 3 Pact of Darkness. It's funny because I'm all about keeping my resources, and I think ditching a card is sometimes is like, is it actually even worth ditching that one card? If you're taking like 20 damage, then yeah, of course that one card is probably worth taking that 20 damage, But it wasn't until that I was playing this deck that I almost always take the opportunity to ditch that card because it just stops damage for free if I don't have the 4 energy to spend. Maybe I feel comfortable playing Dan. I think some people play their cards at the wrong time. So like I've played numerous people where I'll be glad up for a team attack and they just go, okay, I'm gonna pay 4 energy to play Dan. And it's just like, all right, dog, if you miss this roll, if you don't have some way to beat me, or if that reveal of Dan isn't good enough to beat me, you're taking a pretty massive team attack, like that's probably not what you want to do. Like timing of playing your cards is very important. But I feel more comfortable in a scenario where if I have a couple cards in hand, I feel more comfortable playing Dan and thinking, okay, worst case scenario, if they're not swinging with the Darkest Bakugan, I can stop the attack and I'll be fine. I'll literally see the next turn. Most likely. But couple things I'm thinking about changing the deck is that I think at one point I was gonna play Darkest Snare. I kind of tried it. I played like 1 or 2 copies of it, but it just never really like came clutch for me. It just never really did a whole lot. I think I would honestly just kind of draw into them. That happens with any flip. Of course, you sometimes just draw into it, but I might change some things around. I might take at least 2 C, like I said, and put in 2 Darkest Snare. I try to generally keep the flips kind of low, about 5 or 6, honestly. In almost all my decks I play like really no more than 6, so I'll tweak around with it and mess around with it and see how that does. But yeah, that's the deck profile. I played my very first round. Shoot, I can't remember I can't remember if I played. We played. It was a 16-person tournament, I believe. I played, I guess, what, three or four rounds, one of the two. Um, my first round, I played a Pyrus Aqua stack. Um, it was relatively easy against that. I played another Pyrus Aqua's Chaos deck. That was the game where I literally won because he didn't have the blend ink, and like I said, I had that Myasthenius and that Inferno Farming Blast play that came really clutch. Um, and then I remember the very last game. It was best of three. Shout out to Rhett. That was a really good match. Um, I believe we live streamed it on Facebook. We kind of had that kind of messed up at one point, but we got it straight. But yeah, it was a really good game. I lost game one. I just couldn't get to that Nils Ewa quick enough. Um, but game two, was it? That was the game where I think it was like it was like turn three on game two. He paid all three of his energy for Shun, and I wasn't anywhere near close to that team attack, but he had his Relic Hydronoid. It was like, I think, 1400 or 1450 out the gate off that Fire Fist he had. But it was just a really sneaky play. That was that the that wasn't the game I revealed the Inferno Wings where it could have made a huge difference. But maybe it was. But either way, it was just timed so beautifully where he had no energy left. Um, I don't think Stand Together came clutch from that one time. But yeah, I got to the Neelist Evo with the help of Superfill, I believe, and I had like I believe it was Magma Blaster. I think I explained that play before. Um, Even without the Superfill, it's possible to get to that power play because it's, like I said, this thing is so good at just picking up, a core from the top and a core from the bottom. This thing will literally like open like on a core and take like one giant leap and just pick up the next core, like it was just made to do that. I guess it was, but I don't know if Spin Master realized how strong of a magnet they put in this thing, because Jesus Christ, this thing is strong. But wrapping things up, yeah, that was the deck profile that I used to win this last Monday night Brawl tournament up on Facebook. I definitely encourage you guys to join in on the video Brawl. It's actually a lot more fun than I thought, honestly. Um, I had my skepticism about it at first, but it's honestly a lot of fun. I would definitely advocate playing on Video Brawl versus Untap. Untap is good for, I guess, testing your deck, but Video Brawling is where it's at. Honestly, I just enjoy it a lot more. Um, but yeah, please like and subscribe to the channel. It's a brand new channel. Drop a comment of what you want to see on this channel. Um, leave a suggestion on what you think I could maybe change the deck to make it better. But yeah, overall, I hope you guys enjoyed, and subscribe for more. Take care.